Coming up on STV News, we take a look at how people are celebrating Christmas around the school. Plus, we get some money tips to help all high school students save. And some big news from winter sports as they get cleared for play. STV News starts right now.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are ours, happy and free. These days are ours, share them with me. Goodbye, gray sky, hello blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. Feel so right, it can't be wrong. Rockin' and rollin' all week long. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Groovin' all week with you. These days are ours. Share them with me. These days are ours. Happy and free. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. Happy days.
Welcome to a special holiday edition of STV News. I'm Josh Cronin. All interviews in this episode have been conducted following CDC guidelines for mask wearing and social distancing. With Christmas upon us, the holidays are feeling much different this year due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. People are adjusting the ways they are going to be able to spend time celebrating. STV News' Sarah King shows us what changes people are making.
As infection rates continue to go up, how are people going to celebrate Christmas this year? Health officials have already set guidelines for people to follow. Seekonk High School nurse Mrs. Rock shares her own recommendations.
Celebrate with your immediate family. Make sure you socially distance. Wear a mask if you're going outside. If you travel out of state for an overnight, you need to get tested.
With all these new guidelines, Christmas is sure to be very different this year. We asked students how their own celebrations are changing.
Normally on Christmas Eve, I'm at my dad's side and we have all of his family over for a big Christmas Eve party. And then on Christmas Day, I'm at my mom's in the morning and then I go to my mom's side of the family for a different party. This year on Christmas Eve, I'm still at my dad's, but we're only having a couple people under COVID restrictions. And then at my mom's, I think it's just going to be us for the whole day.
Since the holidays are normally a time to be with family and friends, many people are saddened by the changes to their holiday season.
I miss the old one, but I understand, to be safe, we have to limit it and everything.
Be sure to make the necessary changes to have safe holiday celebrations this year. Reporting for STV News, I'm Sarah King.
This year with the COVID-19 pandemic, the band can't have their annual winter concert. Austin Burke updates us on what their plan is.
Seekonk band members are upset that a winter concert won't happen this year because of the current pandemic.
It's definitely sad and disappointing, but it's definitely not unexpected that there won't be a winter concert this year.
In previous years, it used to be on stage in front of crowds of people, but this year, that wouldn't be possible.
But we only got to play 2 times, and winter concert was one of those times, and we just won't have that experience this year.
Even though they can't have the show in person, some band members suggested to do it virtually.
Oh, I think it's a real shame that we can't not only have a winter concert, but...
When the pandemic hit in the middle of last school year, the band instructor did not do as many concerts as previous years, but did virtual concerts to provide for families at home.
We do have some alternatives, and one of the alternatives is something that we did do last summer, and that's putting together a virtual performance. And that'll be something that will work for us and at least give us something we can do with a full group. So we'll probably do a couple of virtual performances.
Stay with STV News for updates on whether or not the band may perform a full concert virtually. Reporting for STV News, I'm Austin Burke.
Coming up on STV News, we check in on how clubs are doing during the pandemic. Now please enjoy these ads from Mrs. Pomfret's AP Lane class.
Cleaning one's phone is a rare occurrence, but with the recent pandemic, people are doing as much as they can to stay safe. Even things such as your phone need just as much cleaning, and although it seems strange, it can be done simply and quickly. But how? With the UV cell phone sanitizer, 99.9% of bacteria is removed from your phone through use of UV bulbs, the same of which are used on medical equipment. The sanitizer is quick and easy to use, so easy that even my sister is able to figure out how it works. Although you may be taking important steps to stay safe, cleaning your phone is an important one. You can find these from the brand ProBox.
I'm getting kind of hungry. Do you want lunch?
I have ramen.
I'm kind of in the mood for Panera, but we can't go out because COVID.
My mom buys the Panera brand at home.
Really? That sounds so good.
Right?
Food as it should be, at home. Available at your local grocery store.
Looking to spend less and save more? Trying to get into stocks but don't know where to start? STV News' Jack Tortolani shows us some expert tips from real money managers on how to do just that.
With many teenagers getting jobs, it's the first time which they get to really handle and manage their own money. Let's see how other students are doing this.
So for all of my paychecks that I get at work, I put them into my savings account, and then I take all of the tips that I make, and that's all of my spending money.
Make sure, when I get my checks, put them away correctly, make sure I put things in my savings account. And I'm always sure not to, go crazy spending food on money, clothes, and, whatnot.
Meanwhile, on the other hand,
I just like to spend it all. I go out to dinner and I spend it all with my friends.
Financial experts say you really want to start putting at least some of your money into an investment fund, as you really want to get those dollar bills working for you as early as you can.
Okay, it's kind of like planting a tree. You plant those seeds and you plant investment seeds all over the place.
Now let's finally hear some advice from a financial expert and co-host of the Cashflow Kings podcast, Frank Patalano.
Save a few dollars and put that money to work investing in stocks and real estate so that it can grow on its own. Not something you need to babysit, not something you need to worry about. Just consistently put away so much money every week, every month, so that it grows, and then eventually it'll be worth a few $1 million, and you won't have to worry about it. Because, when you're wicked old, like 35 or 40 years old, it's going to get to the point that you're like, maybe I don't want to do this for the rest of my life, and you want to have options.
From STV News, I'm Jack Torolani.
Most kids in the high school are part of a club or two, and as Corona continues to wreak havoc, you may be wondering if clubs are on. Here with updates on all things clubs, here's Hannah Santos.
Since students can no longer travel to other schools for conferences, Seacock's Model United Nations team has gone virtual. We spoke with the team's president and advisors about the challenges this presents.
It can have its challenges, but I think as time goes on, we're starting to understand what works and what doesn't.
So we've been really lucky this year. The Model UN team that I'm the advisor for, me and Mrs. Borden together, we've been able to do complete virtual. We weren't sure how it would work at the beginning. We were nervous. But honestly, using Zoom, it works beautifully.
This conference, hosted by Catholic Memorial High School in West Roxbury, was joined by more than 10 schools from all around the state. MUN is not alone when it comes to going virtual. Other clubs, such as Science Club, have also gone online.
Every other week, the groups meet. So I've split them essentially in half. So half the groups meet on one Tuesday and the other half meet on the following Tuesday. We use Google Meet and breakout rooms to allow the groups to work independently.
It seems as if this is how Model UN will look for the foreseeable future. From STV News, I'm Hannah Santos.
Coming up on STV News, huge update with winter sports. We'll tell you what it is. Now enjoy some more AP Lang ads.
Are you tired of wiping down surfaces over and over again? Does your back ache from stooping over the stairs, trying to rub out the germs? Look at this sad man, toiling away on his hands and knees. Are you desperately waiting for a saving hand to relieve your pains? Well, wait no longer! Introducing our new state-of-the-art UV radiation disinfectant wand. Simply shine the light on a surface and boom, clean as a whistle. Used by healthcare professionals and transit authorities across the nation, the ease of cleaning is now in your hand. Switch to using the magical UV disinfecting wand today and enjoy the simplicity of safety for only 3 small installments of $19.99. Visit cureuv.com to get your UV disinfectant wand today.
The U.S. recorded its highest number of new daily coronavirus cases on Saturday, with more than 126,000. There were more than 1,000 deaths from the virus. Of the last 2 weeks, nearly a dozen days saw records shattered. Health officials say nursing home...
I'm hungry. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm hungry too. Let's get some Grubhub.
How about Cellos?
Yeah, I'm down for Cellos.
Although these times may be uncertain, it is always certain that Grubhub is there for their customers. Grubhub's main goal is to keep you safe while providing a quick delivery straight from the kitchen to your doorstep. So that is why we are offering contact-free delivery with all orders. Grubhub, protecting and serving the American people.
Pizza!
Delivery isn't football.
Nice!
Antonio's Pizza by the Slice, since 1991, now offering contact-free delivery.
Hungry? Go to DoorDash.com, where anyone can order anything, anytime, at any place. Oh my gosh, my DoorDash is here!
Order yours online today with contact-free delivery.
MIAA recently said winter sports are a go, but how will they look and is it really safe? STV News' Robbie LeBeau has reactions from athletes and coaches.
Sports are back at Seacock High after the fall season being postponed to March. Athletes and coaches are ready to get back out there.
So I'm pretty jazzed that they're going to let us do some sports this winter. You know, we've been a struggle not having sports in the spring, not having sports in the fall. We've been working behind the scenes. I know that people don't see it, but we've been working behind the scenes to get it going.
I'm happy for the season because we didn't get to play spring sports. So it's exciting that we get to play even though there's rules.
I'm very excited that there's going to be winter sports this year. With the unfortunate cancellation of fall sports, we finally get to participate in sports, so it's great that we are allowed to be playing.
Players and coaches around the school are happy to compete again and can't wait to start the season. Good luck, Warriors.
That does it for this week's episode of STV News. Tune in next week for more exciting things around the school. I'm Josh Cronin. Thanks for watching. And now, stay tuned for a special Christmas message from our STARS program.
Twas the night before Christmas,
when all through the house
not a creature was stirring,
Not even a mouse.
Masagma hung
by the chimney with care, and hoped that St. Nicholas
soon would be there.
the children were nestled,
all snug in their beds.
wild visions of sugar plums
Danced in their heads.
and Mama in her kerchief
And my cab.
Had just settled our brains.
For a long winter's nap.
Went out on the lawn.
Arose such a clatter.
I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter.
Away to the window.
I flew like a flash.
Tore open the shutters.
And threw up the sash.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow.
Gave the luster of midday.
To objects below.
When what my wandering eyes should appear.
But a miniature sleigh.
And 8 tiny reindeer.
Oh my brother.
So lively and quick.
I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick.
More rapid than eagles.
His coursers they came.
And he whistled and shouted.
And called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer.
Now Prancer and Vixen.
A Cupid.
On Donner and Blitzen.
To the top of the porch.
To the top of the wall.
Dash away, dash away.
Dash away all.
As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly.
Where they meet with an obstacle.
Mount to the sky.
So up to the housetop.
The coursers they flew.
With the sleigh full of toys.
And St. Nicholas too.
And then in a twinkling.
I heard on the roof.
A Prancer. Mahong.
Of each little hoof.
As I drew in my head.
And I was turning around.
Down the chimney.
St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed in all fur.
From his head to his foot.
And his clothes were all tarnished.
With ashes and soot.
And a bundle of toys was flung on its back. Like my tether!
Just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkled.
His dimples so merry.
His streaks were like roses.
His nose like a cherry.
His droll little mouth
was drawn up like a bow.
And the beard on his chin
was as white as the snow.
The stump of a pipe
he held tight in his teeth.
And the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath.
My blow face.
And a little round belly that shook when he laughed.
Like a bowl full of jelly.
He was chubby and plump.
A right jolly old elf.
And I laughed when I saw him.
In spite of myself.
A wrinkle in my eye.
And a twist of his head.
Soon gave me to know.
I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word.
And went straight to his work.
And filled all the stockings.
Then turned with a jerk.
And laying a finger aside his nose.
Give me one nod.
Up the chimney he rose.
He sprung to his sleigh.
To his team gave a whistle.
And away they all flew.
Like the down of a thistle.
But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.